Worth noticing, of course, that Leshrac has been changed. He should be a much better hero against Timbersaw now because the old Diabolic Edict was physical damage.
It's now pure.
It is pure now.
And very surprising to me that we see the lightning, but perhaps it's for this, right? Set up your own stunts.
Yeah, if you're going to go the lightning storm, it does mean you're trying to win the lane harder than normal. And they're not quite doing that because of the constant heals of the Omniac. They're going to come back in with the Liquor and might just be able to save Costabile. They do. They get the kill on Boxy. Nicely played. Theolacor makes his re-entrance at a perfect time.
A very value item. I think Null's probably the best of the three, much like Charmander.
That would be incorrect. That's definitely Bulbasaur, I believe. Theolacor turns around. They're going to catch Insania here. 40R was given the heads up by Theolacor and decided, okay, I can take this haste rune, pick up a free kill. It's not like Koifa is going to do much to pressure that mid tower. That is the advantage of them having the Pango, is that he can deal with the push that comes in with constant swashbuckle spam. So yet to see his opening just yet. KJ is going to be potentially run down here, trying to juke out the stun. Does manage to get out the Heavenly Grace before the stun, but it doesn't matter. The damage is too much. Yeah, I would definitely agree. It feels like this patch may be about those two items, Silver Edge and obviously Helm of the Overlord. 40R going to be rolling around a little bit on Boxy and should be able to finish him off. He get the help of Tava. Ooh, a long-range shot from Theolacor. Will manage to finish him off. 40R is in bitter trouble. Has a shield crash. If he wants to get that damage reduction going, 18% is just enough for Taiga to give up on that. And it's actually going to be caught by the shackle shot before he could roll away. Great play so far by SG. Koifa's going to come in a little bit late here, trying to go for the Wind Ranger. That's going to be a hard kill to get, especially with King Jungle sticking around. He's going to find Theolacor for a little bit more damage. Might be able to finish him off, but again, it's just going to be a 4 position. Costabile from the other side, and Koifa gets knocked out. SG are here in force, bringing all 5 of their heroes to this bottom lane to win a big team fight.
So Liquid, like, they would like to get things done. I think Koifa might be a bit overeager. Yeah, he was mid, but I actually think he still has to play like an offlaner. It's Boxy who kind of moves to more of a 2 position. Silence a bit late.
He did not expect Tavo to just keep walking forward, and as a result, a missed rolling boulder is going to miss the kill on Tavo and also reveal the timing of the diffuser blade. They're going to immediately smoke up, look for more. Boxy's right in the middle of everybody here.
HOD, level 2, 1441 in-game, and there's a Dragon Camp.
Oh, nice roll in here from Taiga. Theolacor immediately down. Taiga's going to give up his life for a pretty good initiation. Got a lot of team fight damage in. Costabile finding all of his mana being burned away. So he's not going to be too happy to keep this fight going. Tavo had different plans, though. Realized the error. He's going to jump out. Diffuser blade slowing him down. Can he get another one off? Uh-oh. He's going to be caught by this chain stun. Is that going to be enough burst damage for the Timber Chain? Easily it is, and a dominating kill streak.
Dragon, this is going to be very fast. Roshan, the wolf creep to boot.
40R hoping to be able to slow things down. Does have his Rolling Thunder still up at the initiation first here from Taiga. Immediately goes for the silence, but the Heavenly Grace allows him to get out the Rolling Thunder just a tad too late. Farther down, Theolacor is going to be caught once again. Every single fight, he pops his Wind Run, but is unable to run away.
Ursa now with the Blink Aegis. This is very spooky, and you need to have the perfect initiation, or if they can venture a little lower, the DD rune. You got to grab that Costabile, it'd be so big.
The drums of Jumanji and the war drums of Liquid continue to beat on as they are going to go for simultaneously pushing this bottom tier 2 and expecting SG to play the other side of the map. Look at this smoke. They're going to go and actually take a team fight with this Aegis, knowing that SG doesn't really want to fight back. Not into an Aegis like that, not against the Ursa that's leading the charge. Sven's going to try and TP to bottom lane. They're going to try and punish this move from Liquid that is very split, but at the same time, the Wind Ranger gets caught trying to TP to bottom lane, leaving Costabile by himself. Rolling Thunder is going to come in from 40R. He managed to sneak in from behind, and that'll get them the kill onto Insania. Koifa is going to come back into this one, though. Roll in, roll out. Taiga tries to catch back up, though, is going to be able to hit Costabile here. Now the Ursa on top of him. They're going to go ahead and pop that ultimate. They don't have an easy way to dispel it right now, but it can slow him down and wait for that timing to run itself out. Costabile is clear, but Liquid continue to win fights around the map. They want it top, they want it bottom. They've taken the tier 2. Real estate is going fast. Dragon, very risk-free, pushing in the mid lane, and looks like they're going to try and catch Costabile here. King Jungles is ready for the counter initiation. Helps Costabile a bit, but it may cost him his life, as Koifa now knows the support is somewhere behind the Sven. He's going to catch up to him for a second, but it looks like ultimately they do not have the stuns available. Boxy wasn't quite in the area just yet. 40R TPing in, and SG Esports feeling like they can fight back here, especially with no Aegis on the Ursa. Oh, missed Timber Chain there from Tavo as he tries to catch up to Insania. Both sides looking for the free kill somewhere in the match, but Theolacor gets jumped on by Mickey. Nice stun going out from Boxe. He's trying to stall up Costabile as much as possible. The Heaven Grace doesn't give him much of a window to do so. Taiga gets bursted down, and now Mickey's going to be in trouble. Popsy in rage, but gets countered by the Yules. And Liquid do not have a save for him. SG strike back. They say you hit your timing, Liquid, but this timing is now ours. You don't have Shapeshift. You do not have Aegis, and they're just going to sweep across the map trying to look for more heroes, missing just barely on the Lycan. It's kind of one of the things he does is really well, is always scouting well with the Wolves. But yeah, Costabile is in a prime position just to hard carry this game for SG, and he has been classically one of those rock solid hard carry players coming out of South America for a long time, as I'm sure you have intimate experience with. Kyle's Costabile is going to get jumped on here. Maybe spoke a little bit too soon. Gets caught and bursted down 100-0. King Jungle's going to follow him, as he was not able to get off any Heavenly Graces or Guardian Angels. So, okay, maybe there's some room for improvement. Beautiful stuff. Liquid are not going to keep up the momentum here. They're actually going to back up, and part of the reason why is because they don't want to throw away a bad team fight with potentially Roshan ever looming on the forefront here, as it is going to be another minute, but the smoke up from SG, if they still find the right kind of initiation here, they're going to go for Mickey. Trying to burst him up. The shackle doesn't land, and Mickey is now able to get off the enrage. There's still the Ult Scepter, though. Boxy, right in the middle of everybody, is going for King Jungles. King Jungles barely getting off the ultimate, and that is enough for Costabile to keep on trucking and kills the Ursa. But now with a buyback, they're in a nasty position. Costabile at half health needs to be able to find a way out of here. Drops a sentry. They're going to be able to spot him. Costabile turns and fights, knowing he's going to die soon. Does what damage he can. Tavo follows that up, but realizes, turn around. This time the shackle does land. Tavo, a little bit of room here. If they can get a dieback here on to Mickey, it would be massive. Theolacor is going to try for it. 40R finishes him off with a shield crash. Nicely done. Tavo stays alive, and Theolacor, now he is on fire. Several shackle shots landing in that team fight, just missing the crucial initiation one. But other than that, they managed to clean up the second half of the team fight and force a dieback on Mickey. He had managed to burst him down before he gets off Guardian Angel. Maybe that team fight's a bit different, right?
No, that's a good point, and that is a really good point, because Liquid, you don't want long fights. You've got to shapeshift, and that's your timing to win. You've got to get a kill onto the Omni, because the later the fight goes, the more difficult it's going to be. These quick spells, the stun locks. Oh man, no sentries.
Charging forward. Mickey is going to get the initiation onto King Jungles, but he had an Aeon Disc, so he's going to survive a little bit longer, but not much longer. No Guardian Angel in this team fight, still on cooldown. Costabile needed that one drastically. His Boxy's just running him over with all this magic damage, and 40R, he's going to try and disengage with that. Okay, they do have the sentry down, so he's got to be careful here. He's looking to be able to dodge the stun shield, crash away. Tavo's going to be left behind, that's for certain. Theolacor throws out one last shackle shot to prove, yeah, guys, I can hit these, I promise, but the fight is already lost, and Liquid very likely the recipients of the second Roshan and Aegis and Shard for them. No more cheese, which I'm a big fan of. Felt like that second Roshan. 4DR gets a little bit too close to the Roshan pit, is likely going to pay the price for it.
So we talked about SG building a wall. They have built one of those things that knocks down castle walls, and Liquid looking to do just that as they knock on the base.
That's right. War ram it up. Tier 3 already popping the glyph. And looks like the Sven may have been caught. He doesn't have a TP. Oh no, Taiga. He just made a 1-for-1 trade to ensure there's going to be no Sven in this team fight. Boxy immediately going for King Jungles, not quite having enough damage though. They're going to start backing up a little bit. Rolling on in. There's the Gale Force with 40R rolling in at the same time. They're trying to chase down the Leshrac, but he does have... the Aegis expired! They finish him off. He got very little regen out of that one. 40R, apparently they didn't need the Sven. All they needed was the power of the winds, Kyle! The power of the winds! That's all they needed. Taiga is also going to be chased down for dead on the side of Team Liquid, and apparently SG Esports, they're ready for that siege. Neither team knows that, of course, and that's why Liquid is going to go on the offensive,
Dangerous.
and SG is going to try and hold this high ground.
Don't walk up the high ground with no vision, Liquid. You should know the song.
They're going to try for it, though. They're going to go straight up initiation. The Wolves, they spotted out something, and they went immediately all in on that. 40R was the initiation, but King Jungles does manage to get off his ult. There goes the Gale Force trying to push these heroes away from Costa Bile. Costa Bile trying to decide whether he's going to fight or whether he's going to run. It looks like he doesn't have a choice in the matter. He has to turn around and fight, but Mickey is so hard for him to be able to put any damage onto. Costa Bile is having a hard time here, while the rest of his team is just being run down. 40R does manage to strike back, killing Taiga. Boxy just now activating his BKB and is in maybe a little too deep. Spider legs away. Costa Bile not expecting that one. Boxy full on movement speed out of here. Can he get far enough away, though? Tavo still able to run down, it looks like, Insania. They're going to catch up to Boxy here. Boxy, what? Okay, still managed to catch him. I thought that shackle shot didn't land. But
Arcane
Liquid
Rune
just
now.
all in it. They buy back, go straight for Roshan, because they know with no God's strength, really hard for SG to fight. So they say, okay, we're going to invest these buybacks into guaranteeing we get this Roshan. Now they have an Aegis.
Who do they give
Jeez.
the acronyms to? I suppose not.
Healing salves littering the ground up here. As the Wolf is going to be able to spot Timbersaw. They're going to try and burst him down nice and quick with a shackle shot immediately going out. Mickey pops is in range to be able to deal with that one, but the Rolling Thunder on through. BKB activated. They're going for this Timbersaw, but they're not quite killing him fast enough. And now with a 40R managing to bash on a Mickey, that delays out his BKB long enough to be able to get the kill. As here comes Costa Bile. They do manage to get off the Nihilism. Ooh, that's doing some pretty work until it quickly gets dispelled off by the Heaven the Grace, and Costa Bile is able to put some work in. He turns around, but unfortunately gets done for a second there. Breaks up the Leshrac 40R. Oh, he's got to keep the distance, but he can't quite get it. Taiga trying to get out the silence, gets out the stun. They're going to kite out Costa Bile to his death. They buy back on several heroes here, and they will manage to at least clean up Boxy, who bought back earlier. If they can catch Koifa as well, this might just be SG's opportunity to be able to end the game here, as Theo Lacour trying to stay ahead of this Koifa. Gale Force pushing back Taiga, enough for Taibo to come in and clean up the double kill, and SG are now going to be able to take a potential 4 versus 3, even 5 versus 3 if King Jungle wants to buy.
Got good vision.
Lacour,
Right
he's going to
side.
spot it out, though. Power shot quickly reveals Roshan's HP, and SG starts setting up for what could be the
Gotta be
last team
faster.
fight of game 1.
Mickey has buyback,
Tavo.
so he's baiting.
Oh, Gale Force trying to push Mickey outside of the pit. Doesn't quite get him. Tavo. Timber chaining all the way through. They're going to go for Mickey, try and chain set him up here. The Rolling Thunder keeps him stalled a little bit. The BKB and the Enrage both being popped for Mickey and not getting a kill out of it, at least not yet. Trying to go for Theo Lacour, couldn't quite get it. Now his Enrage is down. Now his BKB is down, and now he's down. He's going to have to buy back for this one, and it's going to be up to Koifa and Boxy to deliver the damage to be able to bring down Costa Bile. They try and kite him out, but 40R is there on the other side to make sure Boxy falls, catching up Insania. Mickey's back. Looks like they're going to try and resettle on the high ground here, but Tavo just does not give up. Chases down these heroes, and now Liquid is left with 2 heroes with no buyback and
Koifa, no
potentially a throw.
The Gale Force.
He can't fight the winds. They're too strong. They drag him back into the clutches of SG as they find a 3rd and 4th kill to be able to finish off that team fight and very likely finish off this game. With 2 of their cores having no buyback and being dead for over a minute and a half, SG should have free reign of the Dire base now.
Yep, they're gonna walk forwards, straight for the throne. No Roche, no racks needed, and it's 2 on 5. We've seen some pretty insane base defenses from Liquid in the past, but this one, this is a tough ask.
Oh, he tried to jump out of King Jungles, but King Jungles was a little bit faster. Managed to blink himself away first. Now the Enrage. They're just ignoring Mickey. Gale Force pushing him away. They're trying to decide whether or not they're going to fight. And yeah, Costa Bile's like, okay, let's go ahead and clean up this hero. GG is going to be caught by Insania because he knows it's out of Mickey's hands, or paws in this case, as Liquid are going to lose game 1 here against SG. SG, the wall holds strong, Kyle.
Sense. The good news for Doom in this game is that I don't think there's a bad laning matchup. Team Liquid didn't really respond with a hard lane counter pick here.
There's a lot of scary things about the changes that happen to Slark.
And the hero itself is like, you know, people forget. They got sick of Luna. They got sick of TA, but you forget sometimes how annoying it is. I still remember the sniper troll.
They're going to get it. Taiga managed to pick up first blood after narrowly, he almost gave away first blood earlier.
I mean, yeah, Chakra just, again, one of the few spells, they just made it better. Lower cooldown. Shackle will miss. Tholicore. Oh, the
Tholicore. Oh, the pounce doesn't land, but it does give him in front. Adds in a decent amount if you get the 10 talent as well. So 40R hopefully going to be a more active Doom than we saw in the last patch, because last patch felt like just kind of a dumb hero, you know, just an offlaner that secures late game and just farms. Oh, Insania. Level 2 eliminate picked up just at the right time. A third kill for Liquid as they are dominating this laning phase. It seems to get a kill on Mickey that would right all the wrongs that happened earlier. And it's not like they're that far behind in CS. In fact, in some cases, they're winning in CS. Tavo's actually ahead of the Slark right now. And feeling pretty good about it too. Is he going to keep up the pressure? Mickey might just be able to run him down. The shackle shot doesn't quite latch. He managed to pounce himself away, so they're going to go for Taiga instead. A nice two-man Earthspike, but is it actually going to keep him alive here? Tholicore pops a wind run, turns around. Taiga, very likely, as long as Tavo lands this next Timber Chain. He's got, Fairy Fire actually. Tholicore pops a Fairy Fire himself, but that's not enough to live through the Dark Pack that came in. Taiga dodges the next Timber Chain, and now Tavo, he's running a little low on mana. They catch him right as he goes for the Timber Chain away. Oh no, Tavo, he's got one more Timber Chain left, but no, he actually gets taken away. The intelligence that's lost from the Essence Shift lost him that last bit of mana needed for
in the game. Top net worth. Went for the hood into Blink, skipping the Midas, so won't scale quite as hard, but he's going to be very powerful.
King Jungle's going to be caught here. Koifa throws out the last hit to be able to get the 6th kill in a row for Team Liquid. But again, because of the Doom, 4DR and the rest of SG are still perfectly fine. Adriano's going to run into Taiga and Koifa here, but I love the fact that he did go with the hood because it feels like he's protecting his network. Like earlier, he would have died to Koifa if it wasn't for that hood. He knows how big he is, and he wants to make sure that he doesn't get picked apart here. Liquid is all inning for this kill, though, bringing both Mickey and Insania over to ensure they get that, and might be able to get the Tholicore as well. Insania going for the body blocks here, tossing Mickey on top of him as well. King Jungle's there, able to counteract some of the damage. Nice shackle shot back on a Mickey after the Dark Pact. A heavy rotation from Liquid, but it does pay out a hefty dividend in the 5,400 net worth Doom going down.
Yeah, that was huge. I like the threat. It's just the Doom, really, that has a chance at finding some sort of engagement. He now TP's top preemptively, has Blink Doom. Mickey's got to be quick.
Oh, they got him. He managed to get out the pounce off, but it's certainly not enough to save him. And SG, cheeky little spray laid down there to make sure 40R is able to pick up the last hit. Tavo pushed down to low ground here on the other side of the map. He's going to be met with some stiff resistance as he tries to get away. And Koifa?
Have the finger.
Okay, maybe he's judging Tavo as a little bit too tanky. A combo is certainly not going to even get Timbersaw close, so they go for the back line instead, but King Jungles did have his level 6 this time around, and Koifa may have jumped a little bit too far. On the edge here, doesn't get caught by a shackle shot. SG got to back up, seeing Boxy, who's pretty large in this case, is rushing an Aghanim Scepter. They're going to try and toss back Tavo for a bit of damage. They know King Jungles, though. That was a misplay. They thought, they're like, oh, they're all living on Tavo. Not the case. They kill King Jungles first and then go back for Tavo. What a sneaky move by Boxy.
Yeah. That was a double hood on both their strength cores to try and buy space for Costa Belay.
They know he's here. They know he's here. They've got the scan on him. He's somewhere around here. They finally spot him. Koifa, one avalanche used. The second one on its way thanks to Insania. They're going to be able to pull him back and finish him off. Costa Belay dies. King Jungles, nothing he can do. But maybe Adriano can rectify this little situation. Picking up one kill. Looking for another here, but with just Scorched Earth and no Doom. These mobile heroes should be able to get away unless Tholicore can catch him. Ooh, shackle shot. Not quite latching the two together.
There's the diffusal after this wave. And
Koifa, Smoke is going to break here and does immediately run into Tholicore. Now, fortunately, the Euphonic Shield is there to be able to block some of the damage, but slowed down so much by Insania, which is one level of Solar Bind, allowing Koifa and Taiga gets a chance to catch up.
Yep, that's huge. I mean, 2 Dooms, 2 deaths on Slark. You can't ask for more from 40R. As they now look to pressure mid. There's an Aghanim.
He is hitting the mid-tier 1 tower by himself. Nobody is nearby.
once Boxy leaps forward. But
Oh
yeah,
no,
Tavo.
oh no, the item. Costabile had to go back for the tier 2 item that dropped, and it almost got him caught by Koifa. If he shows here,
Oh,
he's
dead.
certainly going to get caught as, yeah, he's dead now. And if Koifa doesn't do the job, then Boxy will finish it. As, yep, there goes the AoE silence, preventing KJ from being able to get off the Aphotic Shield, and they forced out now the borrowed time. They have this area totally surrounded. King Jungle's just going to try and drag the creep wave back as much as possible, get some CS before he inevitably dies. Liquid, they may have lost the Slark earlier, but they recognize you've got no Doom, you've got no Eclipse, we're just going to run at you.
So really, you can just kind of go with what he pleases. Insania, he's actually going to go for a Lincoln's. I like this decision. Just going to throw it on
Tavo
Slark.
again. Tavo's going to find himself burned out of most of his mana, but he does have Arcane Boots and the Soul Ring still in the bank here. Bottom lane setting up on Adriano. KJ is going to be here soon. And they see that TP and say, okay, Doom is already hard enough to kill just purely through his tank with an Aphotic Shield. There's no way.
What?
Oh, beautiful shackle shot from Thea Liqueur. And they're going to be able to get the Doom onto Boxy. Looking to be able to run him down. Infernal Blade hit and blink forward. Should be able to ensure that while the other two supports are looking for Taiga. Koifa is trying to run interference to make sure Boxy does survive. And it looks like he's going to be okay. Doom is going to wear out soon, but here comes the Eclipse. Mickey immediately popping that Shadow Dance, but they're looking for the kill onto Koifa, and they're going to find him too. Koifa in the trees, but unable to hide from SG. So they're going to keep moving forward here. 40R does hit the Aphotic Shield. He's tanky. They're going to turn around and try and bring him down, but not quite good enough by itself. But with the buyback, everybody from SG is on the run. They're going to leave 40R behind. They may just be leaving Tavo behind as well. A well-timed bait from Liquid with Koifa buying back there to turn the tides into their favor. Like, it's going to be so hard to actually catch this guy. SG and their execution is going to be a big factor in these team fights, whether or not they can win him. Toys Tumbler, not going to push him far enough away. Now he's caught inside the pounce, and if anything, the borrowed time plays against him as the Slark gets to just build up some stats. SG not minding it too much, though, just farming the other side of the map.
This is where that Doom top feels like it might have actually just worked against SG, because you can't contest now. Liquid, they took no risks there. They're like, yeah, we're going to Lincoln's our Slark. There's absolutely nothing we fear. You get a kill of your own into a free Roche. You'll get a tier 1 bottom. That's nice. Maybe for SG, actually. Don't even know if they're going to be able to, because they're not certain that this Roche is happening. But now it's a... Whoa, Tholicore. Hello. Goodbye.
You know, so sometimes you gotta take risks in a game. Maybe he's feeling like, 6-20. This game is really far out of our hands. We know the net worth is a lot closer than that, but he might be looking at it and saying it's time for some drastic measures here, boys. Tries to steal away the Aegis, is denied in that fact, and now Taiga might just be a blink for blink, but it's Tavo who runs headlong into the Mickey Koifa gank, and Liquid continues to extend their lead further and farther. So they're going to start going on Costabile. Silence actually going out.
My
King Jungle.
God.
Oh, this silence is just too hard to deal with. They had the magic burst damage of the Solar the Solar Bind with the Void. And so much, they were able to disengage pretty cleanly here. But the map is getting smaller and smaller. King Jungle's going to try and stop that as much as possible. KJ caught inside the silence. Costabile going to pop his BKB. Mickey is in. He's got his Aegis. He's got his Shadow Dance, so he can be in, but the rest of the team is getting caught up by Koifa. Thea Liqueur actually on the high ground, keeps him alive for a little bit longer. Taiga gets off a finger of death just before he goes down. Tavo looks to be able to escape. Meanwhile, 40R, he is yet to pop his BKB and try and go for anything just yet. Support for support. If Tavo can get out, this is okay, but he's fortunately been alley-ooped into the Chain Stun. Aphotic Shield saving him just so barely. Tavo stays alive thanks to KJ taking away that Void Remnant disable and giving him just a little bit of bumpy HP he desperately
I wanted to take this opportunity to be at a lull to just once again reiterate how much better and more helpful Gandalf was in comparison to Dumbledore. I don't even know why that's a discussion at times, but I was thinking of it as I watch
Are you and
Insania.
Moxie fighting about this?
No, I think she's Team Gandalf as well. At least I would hope so.
Okay.
She's wise.
Rolling on up.
Still no
40R,
BKB.
no chance to pop his BKB. Tavo gets caught now. He does have enough saves that he should be fine between the Essence Ring, the Aphotic Shield, so much going on there. But again, the map is small. Costa Bela is the only one who's finding any farm right now. And I'm not even convinced that if he does get all the farm in the world, that he's going to be able to beat out this Slark. It takes a combination of the Doom and the Luna to be able to outcarry Mickey, I think, at this point in time. And KJ, he's in some trouble here. They're going to pop the BKB just to ensure they get the pick off on this support, and Mickey is able to reap yet another permanent agility. He's up to 15.
That's insane. And it's just so hard to play a Baden in this kind of game. You get Pert. Let's see. At this point, I think you might just wait for Roche. Scriff, you really do need to get better at drawing on the minimap. That did not look like a heart either. Koifa will begin the Roche. The Shard is there as well. Who would they give it to? Already one on... All
right. It's do or die. This is a do or die moment for SG.
Smoke.
They smoked up. They have used all of their smokes to try and take control back of this game. They're going to try and start off with a kill onto Taiga. They do manage to get it, but the BKB, it's still not going off from the Doom. He's going to be chain side down. Oh no, Mickey. He now gets on top of KJ. They're going to buy back on the side of SG and hope a second round is going to go their way a bit better. But Mickey is racking up the stats. He gets another kill onto the ban. Costa Bela is here, but he don't see him. Boxy, they don't have the vision of him. The Eclipse is not doing anything at this point in time. 40R does manage to get the Doom. The Lincolns goes a little bit too late, but Mickey is able to fight through it. He doesn't give a damn about your Doom anymore. He is just a right-click carry. That is all he needs to be at this point in time. The rest of Liquid can provide all the spells and all the magic damage that they need to be able to clean up game 2. Liquid losing out on a kind of close game 1. It felt like a very back and forth game, and they came back with some vengeance here, Kyle. They were not messing around.